Hello and welcome to today's lesson. Last week we concluded our series on conversions between layers, points and lines, and today I want us to start on something else. I want us to practice our labeling today. As you can see, most of our points, they have similar symbols. They also don't have any labels, so it becomes very challenging to distinguish between this point and that point. What is a tree, what is a borehole, and so on. So to assign labels, you do it from the table of contents. Let's say you want to label our points, so I'm going to right click on points and then just select the label option. Once you select label features, you see all of your features will be labeled accordingly. But if they are not labeled the way you want, you can always go to the properties for more labeling options. So once you click on properties, you are going to use the labels tab. So you navigate to the labels tab, and then very important here, the label field, the field that you want the program to use for labeling. You can always change this to something else. So let's say I want to change it to Z, and then I click apply. It will label all of my points using the Z value, but I don't want to do that at this point. That one is usually reserved for spotlights. I want to label my points using their point names, so I'm just going to select point and then click apply. You see now my points are labeled according to their respective names or remarks, or whatever you called that column that describes your data. You can also change the font type if you're not content with what you're having there. If I choose Arial Nova, the preview here shows me how Arial Nova appears. If I choose a different font style, let's say Courier 10 BT, that is how Courier 10 BT appears. Some of them cannot even be read. Let us see how this one appears like. So it is just a set of symbols. It is not legible to any human. So you choose a font that can easily be read by your map users. So I'm going to select maybe Calibri. I'm just going to use Calibri. When I apply, you can see there is a minor change in the appearance of that font style. I can make it bigger using the font size. You see when you change the font size, also in the preview here, the size of the letters also varies. So I'm going to use 10, font size 10, and then apply. I can make this one italicized. Italicized means your letters will appear in a slanting manner. So if I choose to italize my letters, they'll appear like that, and then I can OK. So you can also maybe even change the color of your lettering. If you're not happy with black, or maybe there is a need to use a different color, you can use this option here. You just click on this small arrow, then you select the color you want for your letters. You can go with maybe blue. When you use blue, that is how it appears. So I'm just going to stick with black, and then that is it. So that is how you can label all of your points if you are labeling your points. So in our next class, you're going to learn something on symbology, assigning different symbols to different layers and different features. You can see all of your points have the same symbols. It makes your map not very easy to read and interpret. Legibility is a very important part of mapping. So in the next class, we are going to learn how we can use symbols to differentiate all of these point features. Thank you for your attention, and have a good day.